Is your small business growing? That's the question we address right here on the Grow Your Biz show. It's where we interview strategic entrepreneurs who inform and inspire you on your solopreneur or small company journey. Thanks for joining us on this episode of the Grow Your Biz show. Do you feel like you just can't get in shape? You cannot make the time for exercise, you can't get healthy? Do you have these dilemmas like so many of us do? If so, you're in the right place because today we're going to learn a way to do that. Hi, I'm Paul Madsen, host of the program, Grow Your Biz show, author of Men Grieve Too. And today is a special day because we have on the Grow Your Biz show Summer and Ryan Hahn. Summer, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks
Ryan, good to see you.
Hey, thanks for having us, Paul.
Hey, you bet. Hey, I'm going to just jump right on in. Ryan, tell us, what business are you in?
Well, we are in the business of transforming lives and creating community through high-tech personal training.
Wow, well, that's a mouthful.
Yes.
Changing lives, improving lives through high tech. Summer, what does that mean? That's a lot to think about.
Yeah, well, we offer strength training for busy professionals or people who just don't like your conventional gym scene. And the way we deliver exercise is through robotic equipment that uses smart technology to diagnose an exercise individualized for somebody's ability.
Ryan, robotic equipment sounds scary. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, it's not scary at all. In fact, it actually makes things safer.
Okay.
Right? So this equipment is going to set up just for who you are, right? So we're going to get on, and this equipment can diagnose the safe starting and finishing range of motion, making it very safe, and then it also prescribes a workout based on your ability. So we do a strength test, and it can remember what your ability is and prescribe a workout that's going to be just the right amount for you.
Wow. And I do all this myself? I go in and try to figure all this computer stuff out myself? Summer?
You know, you don't. One of the benefits of training with us is that we have certified coaches, and we'd argue that we have the best in the industry. And so they actually walk alongside you when you come in. And they are really a large reason why so many clients see results that they do. So they're using the technology, but really it's the motivation and the encouragement that the coaches give, and also the accountability. When you have an appointment with one of our coaches, if something comes up, they're going to be reaching out to you and making sure that you get your workouts in.
I can't skip my workout? Yeah. Well, Ryan, this sounds all good, but is this just something you guys created out of your basement here?
No, it isn't actually, though this is a franchise model. This business has been around for 20 years, and in the last 7 years or so started franchising, and now it is the fastest growing personal training brand in the country.
Wow.
There's 150 studios open, another 100 in the process of opening, with an ultimate goal of having 1,000 around the country, and really more around the world. There's actually about 45 studios in Japan that are operating as well.
So you have the global knowledge base behind what you do, but yet I am struck by the fact that you were very neighborhood oriented, Summer.
Yeah, so one of the best things about having 3 studios in Omaha is it's given Ryan and I a chance to reconnect with friends and family and really help people that are close to us, you know, just live their best life and get strong. And it's wonderful because we're able to apply exercise in a way that works for anybody at any level. So people are busy. It's hard to make time for 5 days a week, an hour a day.
Oh yeah.
And really the technology that we have allows us to really just make the most of people's time, high effort exercise in a short amount of time.
Ryan, where are these studios located?
So like Summer said, we have 3 of them. One of them is on the southwest corner of 180th and Center. We have another one in Countryside Village, which is around 87th and Pacific. And then our newest studio is on the southwest corner of 144th and Maple. Okay,
they're located in lots of convenient locations. Summer, how would I experience this as a visitor? How do I? Again, it sounds intimidating. How can I try this out?
Sure. So most importantly, we offer folks 2 free sessions. So because we're new to the community, we tell everyone to come try it out for free twice. And the reason we do it twice, so the first time when you come in, you actually will get set up on our equipment. Safety is a top priority. Probably 30 to 40% of our clients have orthopedic issues. So we're working through, maybe a sore shoulder, maybe a knee replacement that's happened. So we're going to measure range of motion.
Okay.
It also moves very, very slow on the joints, so it's safe in that way. And then we're going to do a strength test, as Ryan mentioned. So we're going to do all that on the first visit, about half of the full workout on the first visit. The second time you come back in, you see what it's like to come in as somebody that's already set up, so you see that efficiency, you see how you get to work right away.
Awesome.
And so for somebody to sign up for 2 free sessions, you go to our website, exercisecoach.com.
Okay.
You select the location that's nearest you. So Northwest Omaha would obviously be Maple, and then Central and West Omaha. And then one of our certified coaches will reach out and schedule a time. That first session takes about an hour.
Okay.
And then after that, the workouts are just 20 minutes,
20
twice
minutes.
a week.
Ryan, any last thoughts?
Nope, it's truly unique. It's the future of fitness. I would just encourage anyone who doesn't have a routine right now to be healthy to come try it, because this might be just what you've been missing out on, and this is an opportunity to see all the benefits that come with strength training.
Perfect. Exercise Coach, 3 locations in Omaha. Check it out if you want a 20-minute workout, save time, save money, save all sorts of things in your life, and get healthy, right?
Absolutely.
Thanks for being here.
Yes,
Yeah,
come see
thanks,
us.
Paul.
Do you have a hard time getting in shape? Do you have a hard time getting fit? Do you have a hard time making time to work out and get healthy? Well, I do too. All of us seem to have that issue, but today I have a solution for you. And the solution is the Exercise Coach. Hi, I'm Paul Madsen with growmedia.com, author of Men Grieve Too. And today we have special guests. Summer, welcome to the show. Ryan, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks, Paul. Happy to be here.
Co-founders of the Exercise Coach here in town. Hey, tell us, Ryan, tell us what business you're in.
Yeah, well, we're in the business of transforming lives and creating community through high-tech personal training.
High-tech personal training. We talked before, but tell us what that means, Summer.
Yes, so we offer personal training for busy professionals or for people who just don't like your typical gym scene. We use robotic technology that allows us to individualize a workout based on somebody's ability.
Okay, well, so I heard individualized in there, and I also heard robotics. And tell us a little bit more what robotics means, right?
Yeah, absolutely. This technology is really incredible because it allows us to provide a safe, efficient, and effective workout. So when you come in on these machines, you won't see kind of your standard stack weights or dumbbells and barbells. They're all hydraulic motor that are driven by a computer.
Wow.
And so when you come the first time, we would get you set up on each piece of equipment and do a range of motion, which means we're going to start and finish each movement in a safe angle for both start and finish, avoiding injuries. The actual workout itself moves very slow and controlled, so we're taking out any of the risks that come with explosive movements and really overdoing it. Which leads me to the strength test. So each individual would do kind of a max test for each movement, and the machine can remember that and prescribe a workout that's just to your ability. And then as you get stronger, it gets harder, and so it makes it very efficient and effective.
Well, it sounds like a lot to manage. I could figure out a curl, that's on a rack, but how do I figure out all these computers and all this stuff, Summer?
Well, the good news is that we have certified coaches. So we'd say we have the best in the industry. Our coaches go through a pretty extensive training period, and they're super motivated to help make a difference in people's lives. They care about each person that walks in the door. They get to know their story, what's most important to them in terms of success in their health and fitness. And so they walk alongside them, they guide them on the equipment, and they write a workout that's specific to their goals. We have people coming in with all kinds of different goals. Some of it is as general as weight loss, but I would say mostly people, they want to function better in their lives. Maybe they're taking a trip, they want to hike, they want to participate in activities with their grandchildren, and so our coaches are motivated to help them achieve those goals.
Absolutely.
Well, cool. I mean, where do you find these coaches, Ryan?
It's been a combination of things. We've had some referrals. We're from the Omaha area and have a pretty good network, so gotten some referrals. We also work with the colleges, so a lot of students who are going through like an exercise science program or kinesiology program. This is a great option for them coming out of college to be able to apply their education in a way that's maybe the future of fitness. So they're getting to do what they're trained in, the science. They love the science and the data that comes with it. And then we do have people who have been personal trainers and worked at other gyms that see the opportunities here. They actually have this technology as another tool in their
like you say, the
toolkit.
future of fitness. I mean, they're smart. They're going to jump on the combining of the technology with the individuals. Well, that, you know, and is there some training from the corporation? I mean, tell us about the big picture of Exercise Coach.
Yes, so the training is really specific to the technology that we use. So again, safety is the top priority. So all of our coaches are certified in, Ryan talked a little bit about the setup that you go through. So when somebody's set up on our equipment, there are certain angles that are create the least amount of impact to your joints. And so especially most people that train with us are 35 and older, so it's really important to them to, you know, keep their knees and shoulders and hips and everything healthy.
I'm not going to get that if I go to a standard gym and boom, 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 am I?
The interesting thing is what we know is that high impact exercise or high intensity training is effective, right? So I think that's proven in understanding that people see good results, you know, lifting a lot of weight. The problem with the conventional method is there isn't inherently a lot of safety in it, right? So even if you have a trainer and you're on your own putting a big barbell on your back, there's a lot at risk.
Yeah.
So what we have the ability to do is give somebody of any level the ability to do quite a bit of strength training and weightlifting, if you will, but in a way that has quite a bit of safety. So there isn't a risk for injury. In fact, typically coming out of a session with us, they're feeling stronger and there's less impact to their joints.
Absolutely. Ryan, tell us about the backing that the corporation gives you and the technology and the training as well.
Absolutely. So the founder of this company, you know, he started this over 20 years ago. He started doing this with more conventional equipment, and then discovered it's called X-Robotics, which is named because it's exercise combined with robotic equipment. So X-Robotics, which is only accessible through the exercise coach. And so that equipment really unlocked the ability to bring the science of the strength training that we're doing forward and available to all people.
Awesome.
So they're extremely knowledgeable, passionate about this and about helping people, and that's what we were looking for when we got into business. And
well,
then
tell
they
me
have
about
the
that.
resources.
Tell me about what you saw in the Exercise Coach franchise model that drew you, and I guess what's your backgrounds that drew you into this?
Yeah, we were both, our backgrounds both in corporate marketing. We both worked at Fortune 500 companies for most of our career. And we actually were part of starting a church, which led us to believe or know that we could work well together, and we really loved starting something. And so we knew we wanted to continue to be entrepreneurs and do it together. And so we explored lots of different options, decided to go the franchising route for this next endeavor, and we're looking for something that would transform lives or create community. We experienced that through the church. And so we came across a number of different concepts, but this one really grabbed our attention. And it really, 2 20-minute workouts kind of sounds gimmicky, and so we had skepticism at first until we really researched it. And two things really kind of put us over the edge of moving forward, and that was getting on the equipment to see how that actually would work, and then meeting the founder.
Sure. Well, Summer, I mean, you worked in the corporate umbrella, the corporate safety net. I mean, what's it like? I mean, tell people considering the jump into entrepreneurship. What is that like? What went into your thinking with you and Ryan as you made these decisions, and how scary it was, and all that?
Yeah, I mean, it was, scary is definitely the right word, because month one was March 2020. So, we took the leap probably at, in our lifetime, what could have been the worst time, So there was a lot of, just late nights and prayer, and, we're just really grateful to still be at it, and 3 studios in. And I think, honestly, the reward that comes with this is that, you just really see the impact that you can make in people's lives. I mean, I remember our very first client. I remember his name. I know his story. And it was kind of one by one at that first studio, because people were basically leaving to go to the grocery store and maybe get a haircut every now and then. It was just limited leaving the house. And so every person that came in and the progress that they saw in their life just meant so much to us and to our kids. Our 3 daughters were part of opening our first studio. They've been part of opening all 3. Our oldest daughter just got her first job this morning.
Oh,
and
fun.
so, she was able to talk about, I know what it's like to work, because she's had to, do some creative things with us. She likes to do hand lettering, so she's done our signs, she's assembled furniture,
So
they've cleaned. And so
family affair then,
or she's helped with her sisters if we'd have to be away. But it's really rewarding to kind of see something that's, we knew the concept was proven, but it wasn't in Omaha until we came. And so to be able to kind of see a system and backed up by people like Ryan mentioned that we knew just would stand with us through a tough time.
Right.
It's really motivating, and so they really stood through us and with us, and so it's fun to see and hear the stories of the people you help.
Well,
and
it
I
sounds
think
like a real family-oriented thing and a big jump, Ryan. That's a very clear why that you have the transformative lives, but also the family thing. Any other comments about the family picture on that? The family legacy that you're giving your daughters. I mean, what a treat that they learn how to work. And,
Absolutely.
And when you have your own business, you do everything.
Yeah, you do, and they get it. They're seeing that firsthand, and it becomes part of your life. So having them be a part of it is pretty special, and I think it's equipping them for the future. So I can speak for myself. I kind of just went down one path. I really didn't at first didn't really consider a lot of other things, kind of just following a blueprint. But I think for them to just experience this doesn't mean they may not go work for someone else, but it gives them a flavor for what it's like to own your own business, and so at least they can put that in their consideration set.
You bet. Do you have any advice for people on the edge considering making the jump into entrepreneurialism?
Yeah, I'd say it's a lot of work. It's hard work. You're always on the hook. You're not really clocking out. So you have to be very intentional about when you're working and when you're not. But we like to say we'd work 60 to 80 hours a week to not work for someone for 40 hours a week type of thing.
That's
and that's just kind of a personal thing. But not to say the other option isn't good too. But just for us. But it's a lot of work. But it's also very rewarding. Like Summer talked about, just seeing the personal impact on the clients and being able to really pour into our employees. Those two things alone make it worth it. And then, of course, you want it to be a good business, to make a living. But you do those first two things right.
Well, it sounds like you've got every area addressed. The why for your clients, the why for your family. Summer, any other thoughts on that?
Yeah, I'd just say, come try it out. If you don't have a place to, or if you're not in a fitness routine, come give it a try. I think, like Ryan mentioned, we were skeptical too. But if you're a busy professional or somebody that just hasn't found a really good routine, it's amazing what you can experience in 20 minutes. Our coaches would love to kind of hear your story and help you on your path.
Ryan, could I get a couple of free trials or something like that?
Absolutely. Yeah, we offer 2 free sessions just because this is so different, and we want our everyone who's interested to have an opportunity to get on the equipment, to meet our coaches, and it's zero pressure, no obligation, so there's no worry about coming in and getting pressured to have to sign up or anything like that.
And I have done it. To experience those machines is to really experience those machines. Because unless you try it, you can't really understand. But they do a great job.
Yeah.
The Exercise Coach, 3 locations in Omaha. Check them out if you want to get fit in 20 minutes 2 times a week and be safe while you're doing it. Experience the mission and the ministry of Ryan and Summer. Check out the exercisecoach.com. Thanks for joining us. Hi, and welcome to this segment of the Grow Your Biz show. I'm Paul Madsen, host of the program and author of Men Grieve Too. Today, my guests are Summer and Ryan Hahn. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks, Paul.
And I'm pleased to have them here because they are not only the co-founders of the Omaha Exercise Coach, but they are doing something even more exciting than that as well. So, Ryan, what is this thing you're up to with this church thing you're up to?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's been a pretty amazing journey, starting a church. It actually started about 6 years ago, the process, and my wife Summer and I were part of a team of 6 other families of starting a church, really from scratch. And so very much being entrepreneurs in the spiritual world.
Yeah, wow.
And so, it's
now,
quite a journey.
you had corporate jobs at the time?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Right? And so you were not quite official entrepreneurs in business yet at that point?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. So this was kind of our first foray into that, which led us to other things that we'll talk about at a different time. But this was something that I had an opportunity at the church that we were attending to kind of get into some leadership roles.
Okay.
And through that process and a gift, financial gift that was provided, we were to look for a way to make an impact in the Omaha community through something missional. And so we had landed on the best thing for us to do to reach people is to start another church and go from addition to multiplication.
Wow! No, I love the phrase. In the summer, so the new church is an outgrowth of a mission satellite of an older church. Tell me how that works.
Yep. So we were planted out of Divine Shepherd. Our church is called Grace Hill, and we are on our third location, but it is a permanent space now.
Okay.
We started worshiping in 2016 September. And we were in Noah's event venue, which is now medical offices. We moved to Tiburon for a few years. Okay. And then we were really excited just this past March to move into our own space on 204th and Honeysuckle in Elkhorn. So.
Interesting. Well, yeah. Ryan, I'm always interested in the why. I mean, why did the first church, the launching church, feel that they wanted to have the second one? And why did you two take that bait?
Yeah. Well, it was, to be honest, somewhat resistant at first. I was really interested in just growing our current church that we were at, and until I really think the Holy Spirit just worked through me, and to realize that this is one of the most important things I could ever do. And I said addition to multiplication, and it's true. When you have a new location, now you can grow two separate churches. And really, what is one of the big opportunities of a new church is that you are new. Yeah. You know, you're moving into a new part of town, and people like to be a part of things that are getting started, and they can be a key part in starting it, or just, not walking into a place where everybody's known each other for 20 years.
Right, yeah.
And so there's just a lot of benefit to that. We also, when we sat around and were dreaming up what this would look like, we wanted to kind of one of the other than being a Christ-centered way to reach people, it was like, what would be a place that you would be very comfortable inviting a friend or a co-worker or a neighbor to attend. Sure. And after they attended, they'd want to come back.
Sure.
And so that was kind of a baseline of what we were looking to create.
That's a good. You both have backgrounds in marketing, and so you had to think in those terms. I mean, there's no shortage of churches out there, are there, Summer?
Well, no, and I think the interesting thing, and so to kind of go back to your question on the why, is that a lot of people and our neighbors and friends sort of struggle to find, what you'd maybe call a church home. Maybe they feel like, there's rituals or things that are going on in a church near them that they aren't familiar with. And so what I would say is our goal is to really create an environment that's comfortable for people to just come as who they are. Right? And so as we've experienced, there's just hard things in life. And so one of the most important gifts to us through this has just really been the benefit of having a community of believers to support each other. And so we want to offer that to other people. Not to say that the certain practices that churches do aren't wonderful and respectful. We've just kind of stripped some of those away to create an environment that people feel like they can come no matter what they're experiencing.
Sure. So. Ryan, again, marketing genius. You are an entrepreneurial approach to a church. Is that what sets your church apart? Is that what differentiates you and what your guys are doing?
Yeah, I think there's, like Summer said, there's lots of churches doing great things, and we're all after the same mission, so we support each other in that. But what I think is unique about us, or at least what we strive to create, is just a place that's real. It's a real place with real people with real stuff. We don't shy away from the hardships of life, and none of us have it all put together. We're all broken people who need Christ and need each other. And so we were actually just in a discussion last night working on a project, and one of the most common themes when people were asked about why Grace Hill is because it's like their family.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, I think that says it all right there. Summer, as we wrap it up, tell us where the church is, when they meet, and how we can all learn more.
Yeah, so I'm really excited to announce that we just went to 3 services. We started with a bang right after Easter, and so we have 8 a.m., 9:30, and 11. and on Sundays. And so 204th and Honeysuckle right in Elkhorn,
Okay.
which is right near where Blondo would be essentially.
Sure, gotcha. And the website?
Is gracehill.com.
GraceHillOmaha.com.
GraceHillOmaha.com. There you have it, a great opportunity for you to expand your worship and your family experience of your faith. Two very motivated, inspired, and spiritually called friends here to help show you the way for that. And check it out. Check out their website. Ryan, Summer, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thanks, Paul. Appreciate it.
Thank you.